Alright, this is part 2, 860 Sullivan. This time we're accessing the line on the front of the house. There's a clean out right outside the foundation. So this first connection point is called the nose on. This is where it goes from your lateral line into the main city line. It looks like there's, I don't know that I would necessarily call that an offset. But I also don't know that they would have installed this line originally with that big lip on the top. And so I think the pipe probably has moved. You have that lip where waste could potentially get stuck. It is on the top of the pipe, so much less likely to create a blockage than if it was at the bottom. Looks like there might be a sewer access point out by the road. Looks like an opening in the pipe. It's a little tough to tell, but it does look like an opening that goes up to a clean out. Looks like this line has a liner. A lot of times, instead of replacing a line, they will blow in a sleeve and then harden it. And that's like having a new pipe inside the old pipe. Liners can be great options when you have proper grade, which here it does look like you have decent grade. I'm not seeing any standing water, so that's great. You always want everything to drain on its own with gravity. Looks like there's a piece of grass stuck on my camera head. Kind of going along for the ride. So I did talk about the line under the house in the first part of the video. So even though you have a liner through the yard, you still have cast iron in the house and under the slab. And that can have the same issues that this line probably originally had going out through the yard. And so eventually what's under the house will also need to be replaced, which can be very costly. So right here, this is a clean out. Now we're going back up the stack, and then that area kind of towards the bottom of the screen, that's coming from the house. Alright, so just a recap. There was some sort of an odd offset right at the nose on. But the line through the yard does have a liner, which is great, but under the house you do have cast iron, and eventually that will need to be replaced. I'm going to end this recording now.